Hello. I found out today about the corn. At this stage of the corn, it looks like the hairs is getting brown, so it's about to be ripe, but it's really thin. So my understanding, it is to be watered heavily at this time, so at least that one ear should get bigger. Most of the sunflowers are bending over to yield the seeds for their additional harvest of seeds. And I've noticed that these down here on the plants, there's several of them. They're not on the flowers, but they're actually on the leaves. But I also seen them on the hairs, so I know they're pollinating the hairs, which is supposed to happen with the corn. But as these bees hop from plant to plant, and most of the time, my understanding, it's looking for something sweet nectar. Hopefully they don't come after my figs, which you see over here. Every time I keep an eye on them, when they start getting bigger, we can harvest that. But to see the sunflower that's bent over, you can see it's bent over here, but yet it's still giving flower here. It's still being pollinated also. Looks like it's kind of gloomy, like it's going to rain. That's okay. This is a good stage for it to rain and for it to get. And I noticed the other day another watermelon has popped up. It's pretty big. You see my finger. And that one there, it looked like it's trying to stop. But we will have some kind of watermelon. There's another one under here. You can see it right there. And hopefully it'll produce a big enough to eat watermelon. And my seeds are drying pretty good. As you can see, my blueberry, I guess they didn't produce much of anything. It just, leaves came up, they were thriving, but then it just died on off. I think that may be it. I'll double check to see if that's not totally. And still wait on, I hope it's broccoli. But it looks like it's being eaten by some kind of insects before it even gets the fruit or flower, blossom. I see another sunflower coming up right here. I don't know where I got all this, or these here started growing. These are all I thought were bell peppers, but they're coming out as being tomatoes. As you can see here, which I thought were bell peppers, but they're tomatoes. This here, I don't know, I didn't plant this, but it's a weed, and it's growing since the sunflowers died off that were here. I just let it grow. It gets no water, it'll droop down. So I just let it grow up and up and up. And I'm hoping really that something will be attracted to it to eat it up, but nothing is. I guess that's how strong weeds are. And to my dismay and thinking that things that grow from the ground are God sent, but to find out that most of all plants and vegetables and fruits that grown today have been genetically modified by men that are in control of controlling. And of course, the adverse effect is destruction of humankind. I really and truly thought that most of what I was growing was from the Creator. But as I did my research, everything's been genetically modified. About 99.1%. It's all a matter of control, not a matter of health for the masses. Matter of control. And I'm happy my bell peppers are trying to come through. As you can see that they're in the center. They're trying to come through, which I hope they will. Still haven't found out about this plant here. But when they're white, they're just so attracted, from wasps to flies to little bees. That's amazing. I'll figure out what it is. It hasn't blossomed. I guess the blossom is it turning white like that, and they attract the bees and the wasps and the flies. They just seem like they were just licking the nectar, which I have in one of my videos. Well, that's just the update on the garden. I think the last thing to actually give fruit would be the asparagus, which are right down there. Oh yeah, the bird feeder. The pole, it stopped the fire ants from coming up it, but it fell. And when it fell, it cracked the side or let this come apart here. But I just set it up on the compost bin, and they seem to go at it just as normal. I even had the old German owl pigeon come and eat. Can't eat no more. Then it just sat and rest. But there's plenty of seeds to go around for the sparrow, for the cardinal, and all to eat. I keep hearing them flapping the wings coming by, checking to see if there's no human around, which is amazing. Another thing I found out that I was surprised at is a frog, or actually a toad. If you can see him, he's right there. He's in the bucket, I'll let him out and he can go on his merry way. Make sure I don't want other toads here. If there's water, they'll try to spawn and make more toads. I guess it's the meaning of life. Anyway, and I have the catchment for the rainwater open, ready for business. And the neem oil did pretty good in here. If you can see it, well, you can't see it probably, but it's there. And it stopped the mosquitoes, the larvae, from thriving and raising havoc when I come out. More life to all, less life to none. Amun.